I'm Lee Gibson.
I've taken my laptop to fully charge a bit because there's a dodo.
I'm Jimmy Joe.
Oh, you sod.
I'm Lee Gibson.
You move.
What?
Just my laptop in your house again.
Oh. This is difficult to hold. I'm Lee Gibson. This is my channel. Listen to me.
The wife is at the start.
The wife is at the start, but I'm on there telling you all about my stuff, you know. Thank you.
What's been going on?
Pretty much what's going on, that kind of thing, okay?
Vegetables.
Hope you enjoy it.
I like big. Your channel, right?
Just record.
Hello, police channel. I got the mic on now.
Yeah.
Hello, police channel. Yeah, I'll be putting that on Lee's channel there. So, I have to say this all again. Hi. Lee got a call yesterday from the hospital because I've been getting too many. Lee's been interrupting us too much. Got a whole phone call from the hospital. I'll get through this eventually. Got a whole phone call from the hospital, spoke to Lee. See how his recovery's doing. And asked him loads of questions, which only took about 20 minutes. Even with the cream on, my hands are still itchy. I'll have to put another door silver on in a minute. They rang about, even though he got a letter saying you're getting a phone call, which was yesterday, and he already had it.
Come couldn't see hands, baby.
Hmm?
Come couldn't see hands.
Can see me hands, but can't see me.
Yeah.
Right. Got itchy. Even though I put cream on, it's still itchy. It's our thumb there. It gets really bad. Anyway, the consultants rang yesterday to get back onto track because I'm doing this for Lee's channel as well, which he'll have to talk into eventually after I've done it. Asking about his recovery, how he's recovered since being discharged from hospital with the virus. He said he's doing very well. He's able to walk, saying how far can you walk. He says I can walk from the house to Asda, around Asda, and go to town, to Sunderland. He can walk around. Does he need a rest after an hour? So I went, well, not really. No, I wanted to say rest. Just some.
You usually go pick up tea though.
But it's usually just for a cup of tea when he's thirsty. But it's not like, I think what they'll mean, like, do you have to stop for a rest, like a long rest?
I don't have to, but sometimes I do.
Meaning like you did when you first came out, they were asking.
Oh God, no.
Like every 10 minutes.
No.
Every 5 minutes or something like that. And he says no, he can walk perfectly fine. He can walk. He's got that back where it was. They were asking about his sexuality, like how.
No sexuality.
Well, his sexual. If he has problems in that department, he went to start with, yes, when he first came out, but now he doesn't. They also asked how he was getting up the stairs. He's getting up the stairs fine. He can manage to get to the top of the stairs now, and with no help. He doesn't. Does he need any aids for help? Like, does he need a stick or does he need a wheelchair? No, he doesn't. He doesn't need a wheelchair or an aid or a stick. He can manage fine walking without them.
Cold weather sometimes these days.
Yeah, in the cold weather, but they're asking, do you still go out for fresh air? And he goes, oh, I did, but I don't now because the wife's keeping us in because of what's going on. Because with the pandemic, I'm not having him at risk going through it again. So they said, well, that's good, that's understandable. They said, do you need any extra help, like with caring and stuff like that? Like, do you need anything in the house to help you? And he said, no. He says, no, I don't need any extra help. I'm fine. I've got the wife. Just my carer as well. It's just his foot. This son's giving me a jip today. I asked other questions, which I really can't get into because that's on a personal level. Unless Lee wants to talk about it, but Only he can talk about that, not me. But they're happy. They say, do you want to go, would you like to come to this hospital again to see the like to have a look at the ICU unit where you were, just so you can have like an idea of what it was like when you were in there, how you were looked after. And
people have nightmares and something else in Europe.
yeah, they're asking, does he have nightmares? Does he get anxious? Does he get moody? Does he get upset? Does he have episodes? And no, he doesn't. Is he still a happy, outgoing person? Yes, and they were happy about that. They were happy about that. Like, he doesn't have any psychological problems. He doesn't need to see anybody. But like I said, they wanted him to go to the hospital to check, like to have a look at the ICU area where he was, just to get an idea, see if it jog back memories or not. He can't remember, because I asked, can you remember any of it? No, he can't. And I said, well, technically that could be a good thing. That is a good thing when you think about it, because no one wants to be reminded of that they went through it. But the bit that scared me, which I didn't know about, I think the nurses and consultants did this for a reason. When he was on, I don't know if I can say this, but when he was on dialysis, that kept him alive. That actually kept him alive, and they did that to keep him, to help him stay alive, to help him get through it. When he was in Sunderland Hospital, because like I say, his kidneys are shut down. They stopped working, and you need your kidneys to survive, and that's the reason why he had that. So if it weren't for Sunderland Hospital keeping him alive, if they didn't give him dialysis, he would have been dead. Because that was the thing that was keeping. I saw it in a letter. It was keeping him alive. And quite frankly, that's scared the hibbity-jibbities out of me. And I'm a bit sad and a bit upset that I've seen that, but in a way, I'm happy that I've seen it, because it just proves that Lee is a fighter. That's what it proves, that Lee is a fighter and he fought the virus to get through. That's the personal part that I didn't really want to say, but the fact that I nearly lost him. I nearly lost my husband. If it weren't for Sunderland Royal Hospital, if they didn't do what they did, get him transferred, well, Shields transferred him there, and if they didn't give him dialysis because of his kidney function, that's why he still needs to get like tests.
Just blood tests.
Yeah, it's just like they were asking that yesterday about his kidney, like if he's still. And there's a plaster off, just as I thought. Oh well, that's one off. They're not very good plasters, these plasters. But I'm trying not to make my fingers even worse. But if they didn't do the dialysis, that's what they had, because Shields doesn't do that. They don't have the equipment to do it. And they had to send him to Sunderland Royal. And if they didn't do it, he wouldn't be here now. And just got an itchy finger. It's not my thumb, it's an itchy finger. I think I'm itching as well, because I think I'm allergic to some of the plasters as well. Yeah, you can hear that's all dry skin. But I've got a lot to thank Sunderland Hospital for, because they got his kidneys working again. I got him back to where he is, and once his kidneys had got back to the point where they were happy that he didn't need it anymore, they sent him back to Shields to finish the rest of his recovery. And he's here now, so that saved him. And it scared the living daylights out of me. I knew I should have done this video after I've sorted these hands out. It's my thumbs that are the worst.
I mean, mostly, but I was in hospital. Most of the time I was in hospital, I think, or Princess.
Yeah, you talk for a bit, 'cause I've done that.
But it's just when I'm just... One moment, just let's get this sorted. There you go, right? We'll get these now, okay? As though it's... What did I say? Thumbs in the now. No. Anyway, I was told...
You're fighting to get back to me or something like that.
Rachel told us that when I was in the hospital, but it's been unconscious for so long, she said, if I wake up, excuse me, if I wake up, they're worried I won't be the same person. It's well known that people when in a coma, if they wake up, sometimes they wake up different. Not the same person as they were when they went into it. And they're worried that when I wake up, I'm not going to be the same person. Of course, Rachel said, yes, you will. Complete faith in me. And when I woke up, I was the same person. But for most of the time I was in hospital,
Yeah, you've seen
I was in a coma. I don't remember Sunderland, and I don't remember ICU and Shields. The only two parts that I actually do remember, these really big, is in Sunderland, a red frame thing, and I stand up on it, and I found it really hard, and I remember that. Very big in my mind. And this one, actually I thought was a dream. I didn't realize it was real because Rachel told us it was, when I talked about it. I thought I was dreaming, but it wasn't. Apparently I kept pulling the tubes out. So they put these mitts on us. And they kept pulling them off.
That is true.
I thought I was dreaming it, but I wasn't. They even put tape around them. They thought I was pulling them up, and I still pulling them up. I remember that. I remember having them on to pull them up. And I thought it was a dream, but it turns out Rachel says it wasn't, it actually did happen. They put mitts on us to stop us from pulling the tubes out. But apart from that, I don't remember nothing. I was either in the chemological coma, or drugged at the Bibles, and I don't remember. But for some reason, I don't remember. My memories are being sick in here, coming downstairs, and then nothing till I woke up on the board in Shields. I woke up on the board, still a bit hazy. I heard someone say, Lee, you okay? So I went back to sleep. When I woke up, I was on the board, and I was fine. I wasn't hazy in it, so it must have been something to keep us wearing off. I was a bit hazy. But I slept it off, and now I'm fine. About 4 months later, after I get out, found the video. Couldn't be much better. All the things I used to do, I can do now. When I cook, I can stand and do it, no problem. When I used to put the oven trays in, I used to use 2 hands. I can use one again now. I can fry anything I want without worrying, about dropping the pan or anything. I'm pretty much back to where I was before I went as well. And for that, I'm thankful. It's only been 4 months. I know, some people it takes less, but some people it takes a lot more. So I'm thankful for it's only taken 4 months. But in the bereavement, we set us back. I could have been back to even faster. But when I bereaved, I took a little time out. I said, it set us back a little bit, in recovery. But it was fine. I made the time up. I'm at the point now where I'm happy with my progress. running a bit late compared to what I was supposed to be. As I said, 4 months, that's what I was supposed to be, but I wasn't expecting the bereavement, so understandable. But I'm doing really well. Which is a testament to how well the wife is looking after me. Anybody that knows your videos know I've got 2 jobs. All the cooking and to drink tea. Quite frankly, I love the cooking. I've said it before, cooking calms me. Keeps me cool headed, nice and level headed. If I'm in a bit of a funk, the best thing I do is cook. If I get frustrated and annoyed, which I do, not as much as I used to, but I still do get frustrated and annoyed sometimes, I cook. When I get frustrated and annoyed, the best thing I can do is like start a meal from scratch. Takes longer, takes my mind off what I'm in a funk about, and when it's made, I'm usually quite calm by that time. And smelling all the food being cooked and gets us hungry.
True.
Not only that, but doing all the preparation stuff wakes me up in appetite. So it just works like 3 different ways. You see, the way to a man's heart is the way to stomach. My wife has found out if for me it's true.
I try my best.
I get what she calls hungry.
Oh boy, you do.
When I get hungry, I get angry, apparently. And she calls it hungry. I don't think I do when I'm actually starving. Yes, I know, I don't know what starving means. People have to go starving. I know. She phrased that and say when I'm really hungry. I'm really, really hungry. I do get a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Annoyed. Because most of what I do when I'm hungry. And then I've got to cook it. By the time it's finished cooking, I'm really hungry. I have these days when I don't eat too much, because I don't feel very hungry. Then I have these other days. Have a couple of meals, no problem, sorted. Other days, I can't get enough. No matter what I have, I can't have enough to eat. Believe it or not, I had one of those a couple of days ago. But I managed to do something that I don't usually manage to do. I eat, I was hungry. Suddenly, wallop, I was full. I couldn't eat another morsel. No, we got a hunger day, but to me that's unusual. A hunger day I never, ever can fill my stomach. But that day I did. I still don't know how. But I did manage to do it that day. I don't know why I get days like that. Sorry. I don't know why I get days like that. I have no idea. But I've got no choice when it comes to eating. I've got to eat. I used to have anorexia when I was younger. my teenage years. To put it, didn't they? My teenage years. Oh, Mum can cause moves. That's not much better. Yeah. So my teenage years, my late teens, that was, I was anorexic. Luckily, as I got older, as you can see, besides me now, I beat it. And now how good is your food? But during my condition, I need to eat, unfortunately. Was it from my heart when I was younger? But I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia.
On your phone, I'm talking about like Love Island.
Basically, beyond 21 minutes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the live one.
Oh.
I'm gonna end the live one. Yeah.
Okay.
So you drop the live.
Goodbye. I'm saying goodbye because my wife's doing a video on
our channel.
on our channel, Gibson's. Come on, check it out.
See you soon, guys. Bye.
I had
for now.
insomnia.
Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Love you all.
And it got to the point where
Safe.
most of the time I didn't sleep. If I did, it was like half an hour a night. A lot of times I didn't sleep at all. I usually like, what I used to do just while I didn't sleep is I used to wait till the wife went to sleep, then I'd go around cleaning the house. Well, there wasn't a flat back then, but I cleaned the flat all night. So in the morning when she woke up, there was nothing to do, because it was done. Before she woke up, I used to put the washer on. We just inside the flat so she couldn't hear us. And then once it was done, but never tried it then. She just put the clothes up and put the clothes on there. And then I'd make her up, make a cup of tea in bed. And one day I got that bored, because the house was clean by this time, just did everything. Only it was Hoover. But I couldn't Hoover, because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I got bored, I woke her up, 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you want a cup of tea? She goes, I go on it. So she had a cup of tea, and then went back to sleep. So I was left all on my own again. I mean, I used to get bored, I used to be on the computer 3 in the morning. Then I'd go and clean. It was never anything to do because I'd done all, it was always done. But I mean, why not? I don't sleep, what my day? I mean, honest people say don't sleep and lie in bed all day, all night. I just use my tent constructively. Unfortunately now I sleep in England.
No, when we cleaned the kitchen, I took out stuff off my hands,
Yeah.
the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just moving around. Actually, you change yourself at the moment. Not as bad as hers though. I don't know what it is. Oh, pardon me. Sorry what? Yeah, I can sleep in England now though. Oh, God. If sleeping was an Olympic sport, I'd probably take a silver. I know people are worse than me. I mean, most people say, what's the hardest part of EOD? Most people think it's like when I go for a walk, because I get tired out. I don't get tired as I used to. That's not hard. It's doing something physical. Like, if it's summer, it's the hardest part of EOD doing the garden. You know, pushing a lawnmower around. Actually, got a new lawnmower. It's actually a lot easier than the old one. Nope, that's not that's what I do. Never has been. A lot of the time, I'm not the one that does it. My wife does it, or we've got a friend that comes over. He usually does it. Sisters offer to do it. But, if it's not, it's me. But I don't find it difficult to do though. I've never found it difficult. The old lawnmower was not as good as the one we've got, and it's a bit difficult to certain parts of the garden, you know. Because the grass it's uneven, you know. It's very uneven. But it's the new lawnmower, it makes it a lot easier. But the hardest part of my day is not what people expect. Because the hardest part of my day is getting out of bed. Once I'm out, I'm okay. But the hardest part is getting out of bed. And people say, I get out of bed every morning, it's easy. And that's why I'm going to tell you why it's so hard. I'll be in bed on it. My muscles don't always relax, which means I can get out of bed no problem. However, I'm always very tight when I get up. I can't always get straight up. And sometimes, which is sometimes all the time, but my body relaxes. And I've got to wait my muscles to work before I can get up. Other times I must be in a little bit of a day head here, and I won't get up. I want to curl away before I get up. So I'll lie down here for about 10-15 minutes before I get up. But that's just me. Some people would call it lazy. I mean, as I say, all I do mainly is cook and drink tea. And some people call that lazy. But I'm not that lazy because I do it just during the day. I sometimes ask her to make me a cup of tea. Sometimes when she makes it, I go through with her. I help her with the washing now. Don't I?
Yeah.
With the dryer and stuff, you know? Oh, I can use the dryer now. Mm. It got moved back. And I helped her with the washing. I put the dryer in. I turned it on. Shakara. I can use the dryer now. Anybody else watch this other videos will know I hate the dryer. Because it wouldn't work. Every time I press the buttons, nothing happened. Wax comes up, deet deet, on. That didn't work for me. Until it's deet deet. I thought I'd give it a try. So I take the washer out, press the washer, I hit the dryer. Deet deet, on. And it worked, straight away, first time. I thought, wow. It's good. I can really use it. There's one part of technology in the kitchen I cannot use to save my life. That's the rice cookie maker. I have no idea how to use it. So what a cookie maker, such a good one. Now do this one. She knows how to use it. It's a detachable one. You know, if I was touching one up top, you know. I have no idea how to use them.
If you want me to hold that, I can, you know, in case, you know, if you turn it around, I can hold it for you.
I'm ready done. Just me enough.
No, it's just we've been fucking, might be quite good, but I'll get my laptop out ready to put it together, okay?
Have you got anything for it? Anything? Have you got anything for it?
What anything?
Does it work editing?
Oh,
Have you got anything for it?
the free one, yeah, so for your...
No, so I haven't done intro.
Huh?
I haven't done intro. If you want, I can do intro at the end, and then you can put it together for us.
If you do your intro at the end.
Okay, I'll do that. If intro looks weird, that's why.
But click stop before you do it. Unless you're going to have one big part and then go say, hello, welcome, I'm telling you it's all going to look backwards. So stop it when you're about to say it. End your thing, then when you press the end, stop the recording again, then press record again and do your intro.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll put it at the beginning.
Now I do understand my videos are usually a bit boring.
And,
I talk about stuff that nobody wants to know about. I talk about, well, and I repeat this, kids. I talk about poop. That's nobody cares about.
don't repeat it, eh?
It's still a naughty word.
Poop is not a naughty word. Saying the other word that rhymes with
Yeah, but might be kids watching, so I have to be careful.
the words that rhymes with ship
Yes, that one.
without the P on the end, then yeah, that's a rude word.
Yeah.
So you say poop.
But I talk about a whole lot of poop really. But one thing I've always done is actually I update people about my health.
You're telling me to talk a load of poop.
I do. Nobody cares.
He talks me to sleep all the time.
Oh, I do. If Richard wants to go to sleep, what she does is talks to me. 10 minutes, she's out like a light. Not all the time, but most of the time.
And then he's sitting down, he's doing a vlog.
Yeah, thank you for that, Rachel.
You're welcome. Just telling you as it is.
Before she puts me off too much, I want to say thank you very much for watching. So please, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell if you wanted to see more from me. If you don't, I understand.
And thank you for letting me start off your video.
No? Remember,
Him in the background talking and I was doing on the live as well on
Huh?
our channel.
remember, if you like this video, tell your friends. If you don't, keep it yourself. Leave us comments, tell us what you think about this video, and I'll try to get back to you sometime.